When recording customer payments or other transactions for accounting that don't require any further processing, these can be entered through the Accounts Receivable module, or when editing a customer and from the Accounts Receivable tab. There are many transaction types you can create from here. The most common ones are payments and invoices not generated from sales orders. For invoices, you only need to enter the transaction date and any other identifying information, including the terms code to determine the due date and any early payment discounts. Then in the total field, enter the after-tax amount. The tax value and pre-tax subtotal will be calculated from this. The invoice entry is now ready to be posted, where you can choose to review the ledger accounting activity, including the revenue account that comes from either the customer or the company settings special revenue account. The other common transactions are payments on invoices. These are very easy to create. Just click the checkbox next to each invoice being paid, then click the Payment button to start the entry. If you wanted to investigate details about invoices that came from sales orders, you can view the invoice and load that information. When processing the payment, enter the payment reference number and indicate if a customer receipt form will be generated. Choose to set only a portion of the invoice balance to pay, rather than the entire amount, for partially paid invoices. If an invoice has terms that allow early payment discounts, you can choose to apply or remove that discount. Then you can post the payment and review accounting. Print or email the customer receipt if requested. And now fully paid invoices no longer are displayed on this open list. You can also record customer payments on account without assigning them to invoices. Create a new transaction and choose the payment type. Enter the amount of the payment and any other required information. Then post the transaction to the customer. In the future, when this payment on account is meant to be assigned to an invoice, you only have to check both of these transactions and then click the Apply button to link them together. When a customer has paid invoices in their history, you can choose to reveal them from the Show button, selecting only those from the past year or the entire history. The invoice list will now include invoices no longer outstanding, with the applied credits viewable to expand from the arrowhead, or from the Expand All button. Or you can list all payments by clicking the Show Credits button, and expand applied invoices in the same way. If a posted transaction needs to be reversed, you can select it from the list and then click the Void button, if user security allows this. Not only will this reverse the accounting for that transaction, but all paid invoices from voided payments will be restored as outstanding. If a customer has a credit balance to be repaid, or require some other rebate or refunded amount, the Refund Check button will create a debit memo transaction and print a check. Either for a specific customer or a group of customers from the Accounts Receivable list, you can generate finance charges against overdue invoices for all customers configured as allowed, if user security lets you do so. And if you have a stack of customer checks or charges to enter, you can create a payment batch to enter all the checks or cash receipts as a deposit, or generate an electronic fund transfer list of payments for outstanding receivables for those customers that are set up for EFT.